What's up, everybody? This is Taylor Soper from GeekWire,
And I'm John Cook from GeekWire.
and we are about 4 days removed from our fourth anniversary ping pong bash at the Showbox Soda in Seattle.
Tons of fun. We had obviously our championship matches, which we're going to recap here. You'll get to see some true ping pong action.
Yeah, we started with, I don't know how many players were there this year. I think a record amount.
Well, including the foosball tournament, which obviously foosball isn't as easy to do videography work around and make it interesting. We had close to 170 participants just in the tournaments. So we had a big crowd, over 700 people out for the anniversary bash. Thanks to everybody for coming out.
Yeah, and took about a couple hours, but we eventually dwindled the pool down to just the final four and eventually the final two here in our expert bracket. We had Valery Kim from Aquilon, who is,
He's been there before.
He's been there. He's won a couple championships, I think, and he's almost always in the final four, final two.
He lost last year to Avi Cavalli of Shippable, whose sister Seema Benawal was in the intermediate championship. So Avi retired from the sport this year. I don't know, he might be making a comeback though. But this year we had Valery Kim of Aquilon against Manju Manoharan of Blue Kai Oracle. And we're going to watch some of the match here and provide some of our running commentary.
So let's get it going. Here we are. Manju, tall, lanky. Valerie more short and stout. So we'll see if they're physical, aspects.
Yeah.
of
Now
it.
watch Manju's game. It's one of the more interesting. Look at that serve. It's one of the more interesting ping pong styles I've seen. Now he beat Sanjay Puri of 9 Mile Labs to get into the final, and I think Sanjay. I mean, how do you stop that? It's off the charts.
Manju was saying after the match that there were times when he couldn't even see the ball.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't even think we're seeing Valery Kim at his biggest or his strongest. I think his first few, he's wearing dress shoes. I think his first few games he was wearing his jacket. He's something else.
That's not fair.
Yeah.
Our friend Kevin over there almost got his
camera equipment ripped off. Yeah.
But you're right. That serve is very interesting for Manju. But
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah. This was a quick match. I wonder if he's trying to psych him out there.
Yeah. Not. Nice return by Manju.
Yeah. He's like, I'm gonna have to really pick up my game here if I'm gonna even get a point. That's as hard. I mean, that serve is impossible to. I mean, it's right on the line. It's almost hitting the edge of the table, and then a huge forehand from Valery.
6-2. Valery's up.
So Valery probably plays every day. I bet he trains, almost every day.
I mean, you don't have that forehand without a little practice.
Look at that.
I don't like. Yeah, Manju's lifting it up like that, and he's just handing.
Well, I think maybe people in the expert division had problems with his spin, because there's certainly some big time spin coming off his shot, the way he's hitting it there. He's a pretty good defensive player. Like these are not easy shots, and he's getting them back. Again, we've got Valery Kim of Aquilon in the dark gray shirt and Manju Manoharan of Blue Kai Oracle in the red shirt. This is the expert championship match at the GeekWire Anniversary Bash.
This was a good point here. But I mean, Manju's playing 10 feet back from the table.
All defense, which, as we've seen against Valery Kim's forehand, is not gonna last long.
So Valery just won that first set in about 3 minutes. And now he's up already 1-0 in the second set.
And I think Valery eased off a little bit here.
You think so?
I do.
You felt bad?
I don't know. I just think he eased off. You can tell he's just he's not hitting with the same furious pace that he like there.
He could have
he could have hit a forehand that would have gone into the cheap seats.
Yeah, he's just kind of.
Well, Valeri joked afterwards because we feel that so many people were afraid to get into the expert bracket that he was going to drop down into the intermediate bracket for 2016.
You actually called it the Valeri effect.
The Valeri effect, that's right.
I mean, I can't even fit Manju in the screen because he's usually standing so far back.
Well, that's some players play that style. Yeah.
And then you kind of just do that and then come up quickly and hit a winner.
Well.
4-3 Kim. You're right. He's just kind of. He's like not really caring. So Valeri's played in almost every bash now.
I think there was one bash he missed because of a registration snafu. I think that was 2013. That was the year that we had the former champion of Japan that came over with a company called Flow Route. He worked at that company. And he lost to Avi Cavalli in the expert championship match.
I was just watching.
And then last year, Avi defeated Valeri Kim. So as tough as Valeri looks here, you can imagine he actually has been defeated. So it is possible. It is possible. So anybody out there who's looking to do some scouting for 2016, you can at least get a look at Valeri's game here if you think you can take him down.
It's possible.
Oh, yeah. It's possible.
I think this is a championship point here.
There's a little confusion here. Just confusion on the serve. I was letting the players decide how they wanted to do this in the last few points.
So it's actually tied up at 8s here. I mean, gosh,
Yeah.
Manju, if you take this set.
I don't think so. I think Valeri can size up a player and knows whether he can. Although he makes a big miss there.
Jeez, I mean that's. He's literally hitting it as hard as he can.
We think. There's a big serve.
10s here.
Look, but Valeri's just laughing. I think he just.
The fans are trying to give Manju some hope.
It's so unstoppable.
It's laughable.
Yeah.
11-10, Valeri Kim, and this is the championship point here.
Look at the serve.
Let's show off.
Crazy serve.
Too much.
And
that was
there
it.
you have it.
Let's hear what Manju and Valeri had to say after the match.
So, what was it like facing off against Valeri?
Some of the smashes I was not even able to see the ball. It was really fast. So
Good player, huh?
he's a very good player.
Yeah, well, thank you for coming out. Good job, good showing in the expert division tonight on the CenturyLink Championship table. Valeri Kim, our champion tonight. Valeri from Aquilon. It's been a little while since you've been back in the winner's circle. What's it like to be back here as the champion?
Well, I was hoping this year to have a rematch with Avi, but he decided not to play.
Well, he retired, but he's still here. He might take you on in a friendly match, so stick around for that. So, how was the competition this year?
I was actually watching the intermediate bracket. It was like almost stronger than expert. I think people decided to play there instead.
Valeri, I think you scared a lot of people out of the expert bracket into the intermediate. We'll call it the Valeri effect.
I'm gonna sign up for intermediate next year.
Okay, yeah, Valeri's going to be in the intermediate division next year, just so everybody is warned. So you might want to think about that. So Valeri,